My girlfriend announced, "We're polyamorous now. I already have someone." I said, "Congratulations." Then I started dating her stepmother, who'd been single for 3 years. When she saw us at a restaurant, her open mind suddenly had very specific boundaries. I, 29 male, was sitting on the couch watching the game when my girlfriend Bethany, 26, walked in with this weird energy. You know that vibe when someone's about to drop something heavy, but they're trying to act casual? Yeah, that. She sat down, muted the TV mid-play, and goes, "We need to talk about evolving our relationship." I already knew something was up. She'd been working late a lot. New clothes, constantly on her phone, giggling. I'm not stupid. "I've been doing a lot of reading and soul-searching," she said, pulling out her phone to show me some polyamory article. "Monogamy is actually a social construct designed to control people. I think we should open our relationship." I took a sip of my beer. Okay, her eyes lit up. "Really? You're not mad?" "Why would I be mad? You're an adult who can make her own choices." She practically bounced with excitement. "Oh my God, I'm so relieved. I was so worried you'd freak out. Actually, I should be honest. I've already connected with someone. His name is Terrence. He's from my pottery class." "Pottery class?" "The one she started 6 months ago. Typical yet," she added quickly. "I wanted to talk to you first, but we have been texting and there's definitely something there." I nodded. "Congratulations," she blinked. "That's it? Congratulations? What else should I say? You've made your decision. You've already got someone lined up. Seems like you've got it all figured out." She spent the next hour explaining the rules. We could both see other people, but we had to be honest about it. No bringing people to our apartment. Protection always. Check in with each other about feelings. She had a whole PowerPoint, basically, so she said finally, "Are you going to start dating too?" "Maybe. We'll see." She looked almost disappointed that I wasn't more upset. "You're taking this really well." I processed things internally. That night she went to meet Terrence for coffee. I started looking for a new apartment. Update 1. So things got interesting. First, let me clarify. I moved out the next week, found a decent studio downtown. Bethany kept texting about how this didn't mean we were breaking up, just expanding our love. I responded with thumbs up emojis mostly. She started posting constantly about her journey and how love isn't finite, and all these quotes about freedom and authentic living. Terrence started appearing in her stories. Dude looks like a store-brand yoga instructor. Man bun, hemp necklace, the works. Meanwhile, I focused on my own life. Hit the gym more, reconnected with friends, actually pretty peaceful. Then came Dorothy. Dorothy, 48, is Bethany's stepmother. Been in her life since Bethany was 15. Her dad passed 2 years ago from cancer, and Dorothy's been single since. She's honestly awesome. Runs a successful catering business. Super funny. Looks amazing for her age. Think Sofia Vergara vibes. I ran into her at the grocery store. She was struggling with a massive bag of rice. I helped her get it in her cart. "Oh, Liam, how are you, sweetheart?" She gave me this huge hug. "I haven't seen you in weeks. Bethany said you two are trying something new." I laughed. That's one way to put it. She brought that Terrence boy to dinner last week. He spent 20 minutes explaining to me why free-range chickens have better chakras. I lost it. She laughed too. "You want to grab coffee?" she asked. I could use some normal conversation. We talked for 3 hours about her business, my job, books, travel. Not once did she mention polyamory or chakras. It was really nice. She texted me the next day. "I'm catering an event tomorrow night and my assistant just bailed. Want to earn some extra cash?" I said yes. We worked that event together, me basically being her sous chef and server. We made a good team. She was professional but fun. Kept making me laugh with commentary about the guests. At the end of the night, splitting tips in her car, she goes, "This might be inappropriate, but would you like to have dinner sometime?" Like actual dinner, not a work thing. I looked at her, re-looked at her. This beautiful, successful, funny woman who'd been dealt a rough hand but kept going. I'd love that. She smiled. Bethany's gonna lose her mind. Bethany wanted an open relationship. Oh, honey, she wanted you to sit at home crying while she played with her new toy. She didn't expect you to actually use your hall pass. Update 2. Dorothy was right, so we kept things quiet at first. Had a few dinners, went to a wine tasting, saw a comedy show. Look, I'm not gonna lie, it was amazing. Dorothy is everything Bethany pretended to be. Actually cultured, genuinely funny, successful without constantly talking about it. The chemistry was insane. That thing where you can talk for hours or just sit in comfortable silence. We had that one night about 3 weeks in. She goes, we're gonna have to tell her eventually. Tell her what? We're just two consenting adults enjoying each other's company. She kissed me first time. Now we're two consenting adults who need to have a conversation with my stepdaughter. But before we could, the universe handled it for us. Dorothy and I went to this nice steakhouse downtown. We're having wine, laughing about something stupid. Her client said when I hear, "What the hef?" Bethany, standing there with Terrence and another couple. Her face was red, like cartoon-level red. "Hi, sweetheart," Dorothy said calmly. "You remember Liam? What are you doing? Having dinner. The ribeye here is excellent." Bethany's mouth opened and closed like a fish. Terrence looked confused. "Babe, who's this?" "That's my boyfriend." "Ex-friend," I corrected. "We're polyamorous now, remember? And this is my stepmother." Terrence's eyes went wide. "Whoa, that's actually kind of evolved, babe, like breaking societal taboos and conventional family structures." "Shut up, Terrence." The restaurant was staring. The manager was approaching. "Perhaps we should discuss this outside," Dorothy suggested. Bethany stormed out. We followed on the sidewalk. She completely lost it. "This is sick. You're doing this to get back at me." "Actually," I said, "I'm doing this because Dorothy is an amazing woman who I enjoy spending time with." "She's old enough to be your mother." Dorothy laughed. "I'm 48, not 68, and last I checked, age gaps were part of your love has no boundaries philosophy." "This is different." "How?" I asked. "Because she's my family, stepmom." Dorothy corrected. "And barely that anymore since your father passed. We see each other." "What?" "Once a month when you need money." Ouch. But accurate. Bethany only called Dorothy when she needed something. "You can't do this," Bethany said to me. "We have rules." Which rule am I breaking? "I'm seeing someone else. I'm being honest about it. I'm not bringing her to our apartment, which doesn't matter anyway since I moved out." The rule about not being vindictive. I don't remember that PowerPoint slide. Terrence tried to interject. "Maybe this is actually beautiful. Like love really is infinite." And Terrence, I swear to God. Dorothy stepped forward. "Bethany, you wanted an open relationship." Liam agreed. "Now you're upset because he's actually participating. That seems a bit hypocritical with you, my mother." Stepmother. "And you're right, it's awkward, but you created this situation. You can't be mad that people are living by the rules you set." Bethany started crying. Not sad tears, rage tears. "This is so messed up. You're both disgusting." She stormed off. Terrence gave us an awkward peace sign and followed. Dorothy turned to me. "Well, that went better than expected." "Really?" She didn't throw anything. Update 3. The extinction burst. Learned that term from you guys. Began immediately. First came the family assault. Bethany called every relative Dorothy had, telling them Dorothy was a predator who stole her boyfriend. Most of them laughed. Dorothy's sister actually said, "Good for her. Liam's cute." Then came the social media campaign. Bethany posted this long thing about how she was betrayed by two people she trusted and how some people use progressive relationships as weapons. Girl, what? The comments were not what she expected. "Wait, didn't you start the open relationship? So it's only okay when you date other people. Dorothy looks happy. Good for her. Terrence seems nice. Why are you mad?" She deleted the post within an hour. But here's where Bethany really messed up. She called Dorothy's biggest catering client, the Country Club, where Dorothy does all their events, and tried to get her fired, told them Dorothy was engaging in inappropriate relationships and lacked moral character. The client called Dorothy immediately. Turns out the woman Bethany spoke to, her husband left her for a younger woman last year. She was firmly Team Dorothy. Not only did Dorothy keep the contract, but the Country Club lady invited us to their Halloween gala as her personal guests. Dorothy was furious, though. She can be mad at me all she wants, but messing with my business? That's too far. So Dorothy did something genius. She didn't retaliate. She just documented everything. Every text, every email, every voicemail, the attempted sabotage, the harassment, all of it. Then she sent it all to Bethany's dad's brother, Uncle Roger, the executor of her father's estate, who still controlled Bethany's trust fund payments until she turned 30. Roger was not pleased, called Bethany immediately and told her if she didn't stop harassing Dorothy, he'd consider her behavior a violation of the sound mind and judgment clause her dad put in the trust. Bethany called me screaming, "You turned my family against me." No, you did that by trying to destroy Dorothy's business. She's sleeping with my boyfriend. X, and you're sleeping with Terrence. That's different. You keep saying that but never explaining how. She hung up. Update 4. So Bethany showed up at my apartment with Terrence and a whiteboard. I'm not kidding. A full whiteboard with a relationship diagram showing why Dorothy and I couldn't date. It included terms like emotional incest and pseudo-edible complex. Terrence had clearly helped make it. There were chakra symbols. You need therapy, she said. I'm actually in therapy, have been for years. My therapist thinks I'm handling this whole situation quite well. You're dating my mother figure. The mother figure you ignore unless you need money. Terrence jumped in. What if we all sat down and did some energy work together? I know this shaman. No. But then Bethany played what she thought was her trump card. If you don't stop seeing her, I'll tell everyone at your work. I still have connections there. I work in IT. My coworker's response would probably be nice. Go ahead, I said. She did. She called my coworker Jerome, who she'd met at a company barbecue. Jerome immediately texted me. Bro, your ex says you're dating her stepmom. Legend. My boss's only comment was, is she hot? When that didn't work, Bethany tried something else. She started showing up at places she knew Dorothy and I would be. The gym, our favorite coffee shop, the park where Dorothy walks her dog, each time with Terrence making out aggressively whenever she saw us, like tongue action that should be private. It was embarrassing for them. One time at the farmer's market, she literally pulled Terrence on top of her on a bench when she saw us. A mom covered her kid's eyes. Security asked them to leave. Dorothy just said, that used to be my stepdaughter. Sad what's happening to kids these days? The security guard nodded sympathetically. If you're loving this wild tale of karma and drama, hit that like button and subscribe for more heart-pounding stories straight from real life. Your support means the world. Final update. It's been 3 months since that first confrontation at the restaurant. Here's where everyone ended up. Terrence dumped Bethany. Yeah, you read that right. Apparently, her obsession with our relationship was blocking their connection and creating negative energy in their sacred bond. He's now dating someone from his sound healing class. Bethany tried to come crying to Dorothy about it. Dorothy told her she was busy because she was. We were at a cooking class together without Terrence. Bethany went nuclear one last time. She created a whole website called MissStepMomStoleMeMan.com with pictures and everything. Problem is, she used photos from Dorothy's business Instagram without permission. Dorothy's lawyer sent a cease and desist. The website lasted 36 hours. But the best part, remember Uncle Roger? He didn't cut off her trust fund, but he did require her to attend therapy twice a week to keep receiving it. Real therapy, not Terrence's chakra stuff. Last week I ran into her at the coffee shop. She was alone reading some self-help book called When Love Becomes Obsession. Hi, Bethany. She looked up, surprised. Oh, hi, how are you doing? I'm in therapy. That's good. She was quiet for a moment. Is Dorothy happy? Very good. I mean, that's good. She paused. I really thought you'd just wait for me, like I'd have my fun with Terrence and you just be there. That's not how open relationships work. I know that now. She actually laughed. Bitter, but real. My therapist says I have issues with control and abandonment from Dad dying. Apparently, I was testing whether you'd stay no matter what I did, and that's really messed up. She stood up. I'm not saying I'm okay with you and Dorothy. That's still weird as hell, but I get that I caused this. She left. Dorothy and I are still together. It's been 6 months now. Her business is thriving. She just landed a huge contract with a hotel chain. I got promoted to senior developer. We're talking about moving in together. Yeah, it's weird that she used to be my girlfriend's stepmother, but you know what? Life's weird. Bethany wanted to blow up our traditional relationship for something evolved and free. She just didn't expect me to actually be free. The funny thing is, I never planned this. I didn't set out to date Dorothy as revenge. It just happened. 2 people who'd been hurt by the same person finding comfort and then something more in each other. Bethany's in therapy dealing with her issues. Terrence is off aligning someone else's chakras. Dorothy's teaching me how to make the perfect risotto, and I'm happier than I've been in years. Polyamory isn't for everyone, but apparently neither is monogamy. The difference is being honest about what you actually want versus what you think will let you have your cake and eat it too. Oh, and for everyone asking, yes, holidays are awkward. No, we don't all spend them together. Yes, Dorothy is hot. Extremely. No, I don't call her mommy. Gross. Why would you even ask that? Sometimes the best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's just living your best life with someone who actually values you, even if that someone happens to be your ex's stepmom. Wild, sure, but Bethany wanted to break conventional relationship boundaries. Careful what you wish for. Peace out, Reddit. Thanks for following this insane journey. Edit. Since y'all keep asking, Dorothy says, hi, and she's teaching a cooking class next month if anyone's interested. Also, Bethany's therapist apparently uses our story as a cautionary tale about unicorn hunting in polyamory. Not sure what that means, but sounds about right. Edit 2. Stop deeming me asking for Dorothy's business info for catering, but if you're in the Midwest and need catering, there's probably only one company with an owner named Dorothy who's dating a younger IT guy, so figure it out. Edit 3. Terrence started a podcast about conscious uncoupling and spiritual polyamory. We listened to one episode for laughs. He mentioned us as a beautiful example of love transcending conventional boundaries. Dorothy almost choked on her